Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Planet Craft 2, and today's episode is sadly going to be the last episode of this series of Builder's Life of this world right here. Now, I'm going to go through everything I built. I'm probably not going to do too much detail, but yet again, I never really built much, as you can see. But anyway, I'll probably go through really quickly of the lure in this area. So starting off here, we started over here for our first kind of few, maybe like 100 episodes. We lived here in this small little area. So starting off, we have got our starter house. We had our beds on the other side, everything flipped over. The entrance was on this side, but then we decided to move it here so we didn't need to walk all around here to build it. But anyway, let's move on. We made an ugly tree. We made a few broken down houses. The story was that a storm came, lightning struck the tree then fell onto the houses, broke the houses. Then we built this, what do you call it, blacksmith over here, our mine where we fought the Wither and died so many times. We made a little nice pond, which is very nice, and I would have done this area way more different today, but that's not the point. We made a nice little cave, little small cave for all of our granite, all of our diorite, and all of our andesite with all the smeltering things that we had an ocean monument all the way over here. Never used it at all, but we also had a farm and a windmill and a crop farm, what we also never used at all. I mean, really, we never used it. We also built a wall so those pillagers over there wouldn't come and try raid us. We also made a pretty good looking wall tower here and here. Our little gate house here, which was home to all of our Elger banners. And we also made a farm later on the line, and then we made a sheep and cow farm with the pigs and chickens in here. Went very nice, and we had hidden lighting all the way in here just to light up the farm just a little bit more, and our farm of this little thing. But moving on, there's a fire started there. I'm going to leave that. But anyway, moving on, we've got our farmland here. This is what served us all the nights through, and we made a little crop guy, and we never finished it. Or at least I finished it, but never really kept adding to it. I did make a few more, as you can see, but they're not looking too good. This here was the horse farm or horse stable area, but then I decided this was all horrible, as I wanted to make a mountain here, or at least an elevated area to hide the villagers in and make a secret, or not secret, but more of a hidden village. But we never got to that. We got so much something like this. Now you may see some different things here, but that's because this is a creative testing world, not the actual Builder's Life world. But as you can see, there's more farmlands here, and then you've got your dirt mountain, which looks horrible now, but back then I thought it was the best. Not really. I built it, but decided it was at the very start. I started to build it. I built it, and it looked horrible, and I couldn't be bothered tearing it down to restart again. But I kept going, and I actually made it back. But at this time, I was inspired by F-Whip, or sorry, not F-Whip, sorry, F-Whip, to make one, and I made a very, very bad mob spawner where I've done 0 hours, 0 minutes of AFK and just put all the random mob look what I got on the ground here. Maybe not all on the ground here, but somewhat near here. And we had our fishing rod here. I remember trying to look for my fishing rod in every chest, but couldn't find it, and it was all along in here. But anyway, moving out this very dark area. We're we're gonna go on this just a second, but over here we were going to have all this taken out and remade, and back here, oh, we were gonna have a village just behind this here. We were actually thinking about, by we I'm meaning me, I was gonna have a secret kind of like you know, like maybe three kind of pockets here, then like a window just looking out, seeing what there is to see to make an actual house out of this. But yet again, I never got to that. Now this here was maybe like half a year of work, all of this. Now this here was my big project. What I really stayed and worked on this in the jungle area, which I'll go and show you in a little while. But over here, this is at this point now where I'm not showing you any of this in time, but over here we started making a mountain, and yeah, it looks pretty nice over here. I'm going to just take a quick screenshot, but going up to it, it went up way too fast. It was too many blocks high. The world is too small for this big of a project. We're already at the build limit, like near enough right here. As you can see very quickly, it goes up to 200 and something. But anyway, we were near enough at the world height, and I probably would have stopped it and just started to make a hill up here. Then the plan was to dig all this out here, then rebuild it all up here. Something like F-Whip. I'm going to call him F-Whip. It's his name for me. Then here was going to be like here, but the mountain going out, and this here just going to be a hidden little village inside, something similar to the snowy biome, but a little different. All the way over here is my end portal, the closest end port, which is like 1,000 blocks away, so I'm not going to go to it. And the plan was for the mountain also, sorry, I'm jumping back and forth, was to go all the way around and make the mountain as big as that, but you know, no problemo, I said. You know what I mean, no problemo, I said to myself in my head, and then it was a big problemo. So it never worked out. So moving on, here was all going to be taken out, and there's going to be a pirate cove, or maybe like a small pirate island just in there, like as if, you know, pirates start to live in there, or people with boats, I should really say. And let's now move on to our waterfall. This here, all the lapis represents water, which I'm pretty sure I actually did, but yeah, it looks bad. B, I should have kept it going there. C, that all there shouldn't have been a thing. And D, I should have, yeah, as same as A, I shouldn't kept that there. Just make a little other bit of water go into there. Then dig all this out, as I said like a few minutes ago. Dig all that out and put it all to water. Then all this here actually took a few days to do. Maybe in total, like maybe 5, 6, 7 hours, maybe to 20. Like it took the period of, if I totally worked on this the whole time, 30 days at least. Then there was also this side, and this side here was meant to be a pirate thing. Then here was meant to be like a volcano. Then pirates were meant to be crashed into our old boats, and there was going to be a waterfall going down here, or just a tricklet of water, then a lake going into here, or a river. Then all this here would be elevated into a mountain here, and then there's going to be possibly a ruined castle over there, and over here was our city. So this building here was our first building of the city, and this is where I actually started to enjoy this world again. Where I built this building where it was going to be a zombie apocalypse took over. That over there was going to be my survival, or first like kind of like a settlers thing. Down here was going to be a well of some sort, or digging quarry, where the ground shook up and kind of lifted everything. But here, as you can see, was pathways. All this here was going to mean that these bricks were basically here, and these ones were all here. Then we were having a construction site here, and over here was going to be something like a recreation of like the Twin Towers, where basically a building snapped in a quarter, 1 3/4 or whatever, just just got struck by lightning or whatever, or just rumbled down, toppled over to the other building where it stood up higher, and it was going to change, and there's going to be wires, something like that happening, like so, and then there's going to be a waterfall, or just a river going down where the waterfall is, and then we never got any much further than that. We also made a big ugly house, or it was actually an apartment house, but it looks really bad from the outside, but from in the inside this took like maybe half an hour to do these floors, maybe like 5 minutes to do these walls, maybe not half an hour, like an hour to do that, 45 minutes to do that each, maybe not each, but something like 20 minutes to do each bit, for 40 minutes, well, 30 to 40 minutes doing the whole thing there, then doing the wall on the outside, the actual appearance. That took so long and it got so boring. But here we've got a shop, and we can't actually get in, but here we've got a shop where all the storage was going to be stolen, where people just ransacked it. I guess here was like the concealables, then here was kind of like the bank area, I don't know, maybe, yeah, the where people get their money to buy stuff in and out, then they go back out this door, and they go either out the back door bless me, the back door here to go and get in their car, which there was going to be a car park, but never really happened. Then over here was a smaller but very good looking computer tech shop, or just a shop in general, where it was two sides and it looked pretty good from the front and the back. And also, oh yeah, there's an elevator here, just getting to every floor for functional use, and there's an elevator in this one. If you haven't seen it, go check out the videos, but they're quite bad, so I don't know how much you could deal with me. But anyway, this here was a small little shop. Over here at the back was maybe like last remaining survivors, getting some wood together, getting, maybe ripping out floorboards and just trying to survive. And over here was the other house, really nothing in it. There's no furniture you could do in Minecraft, so there's really no point. Well, you could, but it takes too much space. But anyway, here was probably one of my favorite shops to do. And well, actually, this isn't a shop, this is a restaurant, where it was like a pub, to be honest, but it was a restaurant in my books, where you have seating areas here, like a lone seat here, I don't know why. Then you got your kitchen at the back here, then above us you got your living space for the people here. Actually, this is the first time I've ever used terracotta, sandstone and bricks into my build, where I just basically built a little bit like that, and it looks pretty good from when I built it, which was not longer than half a year ago. Then here was or sorry, still is our restaurant, not restaurant, our cafe, probably like the place where you go to, fastly, really quickly get your dinner, then go out. This here was one of the designs, and here was the kitchen, and the service here, the tails and whatever, then the block palette here. Then over here was probably the best one where we added some level of detail, just getting all of these done. Then we added our bathroom here, still not fully complete, but it was, it's, it looks just as good as it could have. But anyway, moving on, we got our car park over here, which was pretty big. Nothing happened. There's going to be car parks here, now on the edges than just on this one. And this one here, there were going to be the roads, but I never did it. There could have been a downstairs to it, but if you haven't seen it on the downside, it's empty. There's nothing here. It goes all the way over here. We built it all on flat mountain. This took me forever to do, but anyway, I'm pretty sure it's one of these. Yeah, let's go and try and go up over here. Then we just made a roundabout, kind of, this really turned my head around, trying to make this, and we made it another floor going up. But anyway, it's the exact same concept here. We're gonna have just broken floors, and this was my quick and easy way to get up and down from here. Then I was gonna add one more at the very end, but I never got to it. And this here was my tree. This here was probably my most celebrated and the best tree I've ever done. Let's be honest, this here is the best tree I've done. Then I did a crop farm because I was running low on food. I'm not that good on keeping food on, and we ran on these sweet berries. And here was all of our dirt, and just so you can see all of our things here, which we were going to make the ground out of. Here was going to be a big like block of apartments, or just a row of buildings, just going all across here. That was going to be good. Then over here, moving on, nothing really happened there. I was going to continue the city on down here, make a suburban area here, and over here make a tower, like a tower where the zombie infection got broadcast from, but it never happened. Of course, here was going to be where you get in and out of the city. Then you got your houses down all the way over here, and over here actually took most of my time up. I've not said this, but I've not said this yet anyway. I'm recording this from when I started my new world, which will be out tomorrow or sometime. But getting back to the video, I got bored here. Basically, this was up to here, higher than this, all the way around here, and I dug this out, getting stone, getting cobblestone, getting dirt, getting snow. This here, scrimmage all the parts up and just dig it out. Then here is our very messy storage area here, where we had actually a lot of dirt now thinking about it. But if we go over here, where we actually did some things, and here was where I actually enjoyed working on. So in the jungle, the mighty jungle, we had our jungle tribe, which I really enjoyed making. Now there's a few episodes, like maybe episode 50 to 100, maybe not all those episodes doing all of this, but and somewhere on the playlist, which will be found Minecraft Building Life playlist, where this video is probably found on. You've got your guys in the watchtower, you've got your houses, kind of put into a desert house. You've got more houses here, which actually have rooms, so to speak. Then this one here was pretty fun working on because it's a box. So it was going to be a heart, then a box, or like a cross shape. Then you've got your tree here, which is pretty good. Your tree here, you've got your little side bit over here. You've got another house in here. Not going to go in all of them, but for the most part they look pretty good. Just maybe like a bathroom or something, which goes all the way down to your crop farm. Then you've got your storage room over here, your little plank going over. Then all this here was going to be like trees and forest, like very dense. And you've got your way into a seating plan. Then you've got your house here, which was really big, and it had open space, open floors, but it wasn't yet complete, so nothing happened really to it. Then I was going to have like a cave system going all the way down here and make its way into here. Yet again, I dug all this out here because I needed a dirt, but yet again, never really done much. Then I made a few diggy holes here, as you can see the beacon going all the way up there. Then I don't know why I kept those like that, maybe lighting purposes, trying to get to one place to the other, I don't know exactly. But anyway, this here was pretty nice. As you can see, I never actually dug them all out. Then over here, going from the back, actually, we did 2 dirt. Just so you know, every block here is 2 dirt, as you can see. And it took a while placing all these down. And basically, the diorite here was, you know, little rocks. And this here was going to be a little just patch here, then bigger trees. And I was actually going to be stupid and make the bigger trees up. And I was actually going to make all these trees up and try and get better with them. And over here could have been a path, but over here we kept going with, we were going to have a raised mountain, just going higher than this, and then keep going along across the way over there. Then here, over here was going to be our animal pen, where you can see we had our cows. Never done much with them, but we certainly did have them. Then of course we got another storage unit over here. I don't know why I'm calling it a unit, that's more of a American thing to say, I'm not American. But anyway, you've got your chickens. Oh, I'm sorry buddy, but I guess you had your chickens, and now got your chicken there. You got your panda here, and your parrot, which was pretty nice. And over here you've got more dirt. Then over here was going to be probably, I can't remember for sure if I was going to do anything, but if anything, I'll probably would have done a mountain here. And over here was going to be where, what was it, ogres or trolls or something like that was going to live inside here, where you had skulls hanging out the side of it, banners dripping down from the ceiling, and signs of death going all along here. Would be the wasteland slash badlands area, and I'm pretty sure down here was going to be was pretty deep, and is still pretty deep. And what I was going to have is a city, just a ravine city here where the trolls wouldn't touch, because maybe their belief is don't look down, or don't go down to places. But you've got your bamboo farm over here, and basically you've got your sand biome here, what I never touched in all honesty. And that's it. That's really it for the tour. I've got one more place to show you, which I sure showed you at the start, but let me quickly get over there and I'll be back with y'all. Alright, so back over to where we had our starter area, all the way back here. As you can see, we've got a spruce biome, pretty nice spruce biome, and over here we've got our first bridge in the world. This bridge here led to our storage area here, and what was going to be a forest, which really had our starting trees here. This here, when we were watching Flip, said his name right, and I got really inspired, and we started doing this. We made a wall going up. What I was going to do is have layers like a cake. Call of Duty reference. Never played the game, but seen the reactions and all that sort of. Not really, but ew. Let's go. Keep going. I was going to have all this going all around here actually. Just something like what I was going to do over there with our stone, our other spruce biome where we had our very big incomplete mountain. But over here we smelted a bunch of things and had all the rails to where we had our villagers, which nothing happened. Then over here was our farm, which was pretty nice. And over here was going to be another area, another, oh, what do you call it, mountain, of course. Going all over this way as well and wrapping around. And the thing is, I dug out one day. I decided to do something very stupid. As you can see, it's not finished decaying because once I finished it, I ran away from it. But I dug out, or I chopped down all the trees, all the land, all the way over here, all the wood. What was here, as you can see, the remains of the ending. And now this all here was going to be a mountain as well. No, yes, it was. And this mountain here was going to wrap around all the way over here, kind of cutting over here, then go all the way back here and connect to there, just going all the way around here. And this all here was going to be hidden and covered up. And down here, very last thing, we got a spider spawner. I found this a little too late into the world. I found it like maybe the last 50 episodes, and you know, nothing happened with it. But really quickly, just in case you're wondering what this inside looks like and you can't be bothered to watch the videos, it basically looks like your basic villager breeder, which only had one villager because maybe a few of them died. I don't know. Shh. Not an imposter. But anyway, you've just got your basic tunnel here and here, all the way going around places. And that's going to conclude today's tour of the end of the world. Oh, and actually forgot about that chest there, but it wasn't exactly important. That's a weird like glitch in here. But anyway, this is what it looks like without all of the tunneling. Then this here going back in here. So this is it. It started from here and ended over there. We actually, sorry, before we go, we made a vault. We made a vault in here. That's why all the lanterns are here. Oh no, we made a vault, then we changed it to a cave. I was going to make a cave all the way down, sort of like what we were going to do in the jungle, but I started this in the creative world and never really got to it in the survival one. But yeah, that wasn't going to stay, by the way. That was kind of like a reference of what I wanted to do, but didn't know how to do it, so probably look up a tutorial somewhere. The creation of the thought of the thinker who thought of the think of the thought. That never made any sense. But anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this very last episode of this world. I'm going to be starting a new survival world called probably something along the lines of like nature's beauty, something like that. But anyway guys, thank you all for watching. PlanetCraft 2 over and out. Goodbye.